Do you plan on stream as a full-time job? I'm gonna try it again for a bit and see how it goes. Can you talk about your initial thoughts with Smite 2 now? Yeah, sure. So when they first announced it, they kind of gathered us all and, for like a meeting in this lunch place or this like food place. And, obviously you knew initially it was not gonna be good news, but wasn't really sure what to expect. And I thought, okay, maybe they're gonna do EU/NA divide, and maybe like small cash lands, like in the studio, but no salaries and stuff. And then we get there and basically get told that the Pro League is gonna be ending as we know it. And went into some reasons about that, I guess, and then started talking about Smite 2 and that was in development. And to me, I just remember thinking like it made no sense to me that if you're gonna release a new game, to not have your competitive scene, well, to basically end the competitive scene before Smite 2 is released. And then there was talks about maybe holding like a major and stuff. They just didn't have the money. So I don't know. It was just kind of a shock when you first get told. I do think that for the health of the game, though, like I think Smite 2 is the right move. I do think that for the game to have any sort of growth, Smite 2 probably needs to happen. Especially like going from Unreal Engine 3 to Unreal Engine 5 is pretty massive, supposedly, in terms of how outdated Unreal Engine 3 is. Unilateral decision på Captain Time similar to the initial Season 5 into Season 6, but to make a spell out ATL-centered support. Fingers crossed was Smite 2 SPL. Something will be a lot better, though. Yeah, but so when they started talking about it and they started talking about like Smite 2, we definitely got a different story to what I guess the public has had. A little bit at least. I'm not sure, a little bit, but I felt like yeah. But yeah, I remember when it happened being like pretty sad, cause like, oh damn, just moved here and been like enjoying it again, and I was thinking about getting like a car and everything and all this stuff, only for it to basically be called off. And knowing that like next year I'm gonna have to try and go back home and try and get, like right now I have a lot of stuff I need to deal with. Like I haven't bought that much, but like I don't know what to do with all the stuff I bought, but to sell it. You guys way earlier? Yeah, I mean they told us in like, what was it, like August maybe? Late August. But this was before, I could play a Wheelix game. Oh god, I don't know. Gonna go to work visa. Yeah, I mean we have like a temporary work visa. It's like it was a P1 athlete's visa before. Sorry, I'm doing a really bad job explaining this. Don't probably understand. UF5? Yeah, of course. It's kind of time for the removal of the pro scene. They need to invest the dollar they had into Smite 2. Yeah, but the way it sounded, at least the way I remember when we had this meeting, and the way it sounded more like Smite 2 was going to be like a little bit, I don't know, it didn't feel like it was fully committed to. And then obviously the things we were wondering as pros was like, okay, so like what's happening with the skins then? Like are they gonna transfer over, or like what's happening to gems? Like everything that people spent, and there's some stuff I wanna speak about, but I'm not sure what I can say. But yeah, honestly, basically the way I took the news was definitely didn't feel like a positive change to me. As like a pro player, my main worry for Smite 2 was that like if they're not gonna carry on having an esports scene. Because that was like what I thought, like, okay, they're maybe gonna do like a very small esports scene, and I still don't know really what they're planning in terms of esports for Smite 2. But in my eyes, a game without a healthy esports scene is not gonna thrive at all. Like they're just not gonna have any sort of. It's just gonna be dead on arrival, basically. And these were like a little bit of my initial worries of Smite 2, and I felt like it was pretty rough, basically, when the way for us to promote like Worlds, right, was to try and get skin sales in Smite 1 that weren't gonna transfer over to Smite 2. And that felt like really disingenuous to try and like push skins that aren't gonna carry over. which was a big reason why, I mean, we didn't push for it. That's why I never promoted it. I never said like, you know, go support us by buying these skins or anything. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna run the games alongside each other for a bit, I believe. Yeah, what's up, KY? Nice meeting you too, man. Do you not think that Smite 2 will have a pro scene that develops naturally? I mean, I'm hoping it will. But anyway, I don't know. We had this initial meeting. I feel like I need to like write down key points and everything right now, because whenever I try to have like a discussion like this, my mind just can't keep like a clear line of everything. Like I have, there's so many different things that like come to my mind at once. Which makes it a bit poorly explained. I remember there were playtests held for Smite 2, and I didn't go try it, so I don't know what the game was like. And I don't think actually a lot of players went to go try it, because I think a lot of the pros were kind of feeling a little bit, I don't know, sold out. I mean, everyone basically gets fired in a way, right? Like, your job is now gone. Starting next year. And then they wanted us to come playtest for them. And I remember at the time just not wanting to, just because I was just very, I don't know, disappointed, I guess, in like the news that we'd heard. And yeah, so some players went and playtested it, and apparently the game was like in a really, it was really like, apparently it was like barely playable at all. Like, it was in a really bad state. The game was running pretty bad and stuff, but now they've made a lot of progress, and so the game is looking a lot more promising. In a short time they made a bunch of progress. You should get a video on it, if you want to. Yeah, I'm gonna make a video on it. I will be, don't worry. You've been laid off, basically. Your position has been downsized? Yeah, I mean, basically you're laid off. And I mean, it sucked for people. I mean, like, I just moved and everything, you know. And I think a lot of people were, at least I was planning on playing next year as well, you know. Like, I had a lot of that was my plan, at least, you know, to keep playing. But yeah, I just remember thinking it was really weird that like, I thought fair enough that you're gonna you know, end the LAN league. But I didn't understand, like, why just stop esports entirely up until Smite 2? Like, why not just have, maybe not like a Worlds or something, but at least like an esports scene that carries over into Smite 2, you know? So like, when Smite 2 is ready, you're gonna have people rooting for teams, rooting for, you know, players, all these things, when Smite 2 comes out, instead of basically stopping competitive entirely and just taking a break on everything. I don't know, it just felt very weird to me. That goes in that spell, now goes into Smite 2. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I don't know the numbers on that. And the way things were handled, I don't know, like the way it all happened, it didn't seem like it was a positive thing at the time. That's for sure. It's hard to explain it entirely, and then I mean there's like more stuff behind the scenes. And I don't really know. Like, I'm just gonna say stuff that is already like public knowledge. Okay. Annars was cool. I don't know where I'm at. This is the bit first last. Smite 2 will keep its current player base, I think, or at most when they were at their peak. If the game was basically. But yes, they want the team to focus on making it to be good. Single face will put money to pros in, you know. Yeah, but that's the thing to me that I remember like thinking like if you're so committed to like your successor, right? Like you would have you expect a lot of time and money to be poured into Smite 2. And at the time it just felt like they weren't committing to it. Like they weren't committing to the idea, they weren't committing to like there's no real plan still to like what Smite 2 is gonna be like esports wise. Obviously we've heard talks that there might be majors, but that's stuff I've heard before as well, where there's been talks about being majors and then they just don't end up happening. So for me, everything I hear is like with a pinch of salt. Like, I'll be very happy if it happens, but I'm not gonna hold my breath. In my opinion, both on Pro League. I mean, it got leaked before finals, but it felt so weird. Even going into Worlds and then thinking like, okay, so you're about to play finals in like Smite 1 and they're gonna announce the death of the game before you play the finals. That felt so weird to me. Because that's essentially what they were announcing, right? That was the plan. But I think the announcement was good. I mean, I think Smite 2 is looking promising, and I've always, like, I believe that Smite 2 is the right move for the game, for the growth of the game. And I do think that going back to EU/NA divide is, you know, definitely. But I don't think it should only be like EU and I. Like, I think, you know, you want to keep everyone in it. Like trying to get every region involved. Okay, dancer. You can clear the wave. To commit to anything, but it's going to put the game flops hard. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like that's what I didn't like, you know. If I'm creating a product that I think is gonna be, I mean, you don't. Like, why would you create something if you think it's gonna be a failure in the first place, right? So to me, it just felt like they're not committing to it. So it's so hard to do this while I'm playing. At least we're winning. Apparently. I didn't even realize. I'm going back to you. But like, why not believe in your product is like the one thing I didn't understand. And yeah, I mean, they're definitely cutting back a lot, you know, in terms of, I guess,
Your middle tower. I'm sensing a profound feeling of regret. It's astounding performance.
you moved and then end the league. Yeah. As I said though, like, from the outside looking in, it's gonna look a lot better now than... Yeah. The thing is, there's more stuff to go into that, but I don't know if I can. I hate this every time when I try to have these discussions. Like, I can just... Yeah. But it wasn't looking positive. It wasn't sounding positive, okay? That's all I can say. Like, the message and the stuff that was, you know, like, behind the scenes, it didn't really sound that positive. And then we basically get laid off and they're like, well, while you guys wait for Smite 2, you guys can stream the game. And I was like, I don't know, their way of trying to be like, oh, hey. Did you just feel bad to put you all jobless? No, they definitely, at least the people that delivered it definitely weren't, you know, they were like, hey guys, you know, really happy to do this. Like, it was definitely a sad tone in the meeting, you know. And I remember, that's why a lot of the changes you saw in teams happened, I think, you know, like, for example, like Coast going to Dragons, I don't think happens if they thought it was gonna be a next split. Like, we were going, yeah, we would have replaced Sap, I guess, either way, but I don't know if the other teams would have made as many changes. Obviously Warriors would have made their change, but yeah. I don't think Quig would have went to Kings, and I don't think that Post would have left the Hounds either, so if the announcement didn't happen. Could I survive off streaming? I'm not sure. I mean, I have some savings, so, and I'm gonna be able to. I'll move in with my dad for a bit. My dad and his family, so. That's why I'm not really sure what my plan is. Get him some subs. But yeah, I'm gonna try streaming configuration, and I'm gonna like now that there's no pro league, I really want to put in like a lot of effort into content creation. I will actually do coaching if, you know, if that's something that people want. I'm gonna start trying to do coaching, you know. But yeah, I'm for sure gonna try and stay involved within the game and in Smite, because as I said, like I returned from Smite after a break and I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed playing pro again, and like I really love competing again. Like I love competing so much. So for me, it really sucks having like a lot of time where I'm not gonna be able to compete. And I don't know. I don't know when Smite 2 is gonna start having competitions. I don't know when it's gonna be ready. I know I just wanna compete, and I don't know, maybe I'll try and compete in other games meanwhile or something. But yeah, I'm not sure exactly what I'm gonna do while I'm waiting for everything. or waiting. But yeah, I think for me everything depends on if my stream's going okay and you know like well enough for me to earn an okay living, like at least like buy food and shit, you know. But then at the same time, there's a part of me that's like I also should prepare for the next step in my life. Sorry. Your girlfriend coming to Sweden with you? Yeah, we're gonna be probably going between Sweden and UK. What's that, cam, bro? Thank you, Smite. Team took more risks sometimes. Following on YouTube? Yeah, I wanna try and actually make like YouTube videos. Like maybe, I don't know, thinking about trying to do like maybe basic tutorials and stuff. Maybe do like quick guides. I don't really know if I want to do in-depth guides. I feel like I'd rather do quick guides. I feel like quick guides are better and are easier for most people to digest than like really in-depth guides. 'Cause I feel like those are more, I don't know, that's just, you just have to learn it on your own kind of thing. Alright, here we go. Zoom in depth. We'll see, we'll see. You can be doing personal coaching for money? Yeah, that's what I was thinking about doing. Coaching. Don't come to UK, bro, it's not worth it. Must be cute, well, I missed something. What streamer make a living wage for? I think if you stream, I think a big part with streaming is just you have to have a pretty decent concurrent viewership and sponsorships. I was expecting an input. Man, no way. I'm so dumb. Okay. The fucking leaf scared me, not gonna lie. Yo, Kevin, thank you so much for the 5 gifted. It must be harder from EU on that time zone. Yeah, it's definitely harder to stream in EU. You're not gonna, like, in EU, it's... If you're not streaming to, like, the American crowd, it's hard to get as much, like, the viewership is gonna be lower, and also in EU, like, Americans are a lot more generous, like... A lot more people are willing to, like, sub and donate and stuff, and I guess that's just because of, like... I don't know, probably because of, like, being used to... Or accustomed to, like, tipping culture and stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna see how it goes in a year. I remember the Dead Season 8 Monster Hunter. I mean, yeah, my viewership is super Smite oriented. And I don't really blame people. I mean, the other games I play aren't really that fun to watch if you don't play the games. So I don't really blame people for it. And I also don't really have... Like, I'm not an entertainment streamer, you know? In terms of like... I'm not... Like, people aren't watching me just because I'm like... being like funny or something like that, you know? People just watch me because I'm good at the game. Well, that's the main reason people watch. Maybe some people actually like interacting with me, but... That's not really the crowd I've attracted that people like will watch just because, you know, they enjoy like the vibe. Not for the most part, at least I don't think. I'm funny looking. Thanks. That's good. I mean, okay. Thank you. I appreciate the like the comment. Well, I wasn't really trying to like. I'm not trying to like get people to like delays me or anything. What? Allow me to jump this wall. Like this is what people wanna watch me, because I make this place. Birding, yeah. Honestly, every time I play Wukong I bird, so I can't blame him. But breaking the niche? Yeah. Definitely. I mean, that's just what's gonna happen. You're gonna attract a viewer base, and then they're gonna watch you because you're, you know, they want to watch the content in this game, right? And it's really hard to carry that over, even for other streamers. Like, it's really hard to carry over the viewer base to other games, unless you're like just a massive streamer. I don't know, even, you know, you can look at people like Ninja, who had like, was like #1 streamer for a while during his like Fortnite era, and then I don't know, I guess he stopped playing Fortnite or something, and he by all means still had a massive streams, but you know, the decline in viewership compared to its peak was pretty drastic. But you know, I think most people would be happy to have even 1,000 viewers. Like, I'll be so happy to have. So, by all means, still like, you know, successful stream, but yeah. Want to develop Smite 2 buzz on YouTube. Only like Smite gamers, can't stand trolls. Everything he does is in less than like 100 hours. Yeah, that's the thing. If you're good at games, if you're really good at games, like when they release, a lot of people are gonna watch you. That's the thing. You have to be like extremely entertaining to get people to watch you play other games. Unless you're extremely like good at them, and it's usually when a game is new that you have the best opportunity to try and be like... He missed. Oh fuck, man. Fucking dog demons. Haven't I lost? Your brand will be so easy to push. Yeah, I'm gonna try and put in a lot of effort this year. Again, after collaboration streamers, I play with just painful people in Smite community. Yeah. Bad play from him or good play from you? I mean, it's both, right? It's not one or the other. It's he definitely played it bad, and I mean, I played it right. Usually you want to try and hold the sash for the 2 though. And that's so much, and that's so good on the squad. Also get frustrated watching non-pros play because some of the decision making driving is nuts. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think that was... Yeah, I want to talk more about the like Smite 2 thing in a bit. Get back onto it, but yeah, like another thing I wanted to talk about was also the fact that like all they really rely. I feel like guys are relying a lot on pros to stream the game because okay, they are. I guess the 2 biggest streamers are technically not pros; they're ex-pros. But outside of them, there's not really that many good streamers to watch in Smite. Like, most people are playing like arena and stuff, and I don't know. I don't know, maybe casuals like playing arena, but I can never really, you know, see like if all pros just like randomly stop streaming, right? And all you had left was like arena streamers. I feel like the game would just have one viewer on Twitch. What are you doing, bro? The top non-pro Smash streamers? I mean, it's Weekend and Incon, for sure. But, they're also ex-pros. You know, I think the main reason people watch like Incon and Weekend as well is because they're good players. Like people will like clown on Weekend, for example, but he's still a way better player than 99% of the game. Like he's a 1% like, yeah. You call it 99th percentile player? Like he's still in the top. And people will watch him and learn from him. Same with Incon. Like they're still top players. They might not be like pro level, but they're still, you know, good, way better than, you know, the vast majority of the player base. For not building attractive a community in the meeting. Yeah, that's the thing I've always hated is that I hate this take people have when it's like, oh, it's the fault of the pro player for not, you know, yeah, exactly, building like a community or for not advertising the esports or whatever. Whereas you've never seen as many pros streaming Smite as now, I'm pretty sure. Like, I don't even think it's close. Like, so many good players are streaming. You have SPL players streaming, SEC player, SOC, like a large amount of players all streaming the game. And not everyone gets a good viewership though. That's another thing. Like, I'm lucky to have like a decent viewership. You know, I'm very thankful for that. I'm very glad that I have people tune into my stream and watch and, you know, chat with me. But it's not like that for everyone. But either way, I don't think that it's up to the players to do all the advertising of the game and be the head of the game, and also like you have pros that have to compete with Smite game. You have people playing on Smite game, and no offense, that channel does not really provide the most entertaining content. Like, I don't blame people for streaming on it, but I feel like it's been pretty lame that, you know, a lot of viewers are just gonna sit there and it's just an AFK revenue stream for them, I guess. I don't know. Come on, play the game. Yeah, I mean, the game is just being promoted. I don't know, like, I get that people want to play like casual, but I don't know, the Smite game channel is like, if I tuned into Smite and I was like, okay, what's the top streamer, and I see Smite game and I watch that, I'd literally be like, okay, this is just not for me. Smite game should be hosting people. Yeah, I mean, I think the entire esports scene should constantly be promoted. Like, there's so many things that in the esports scene could have been improved, and I've said this time and time again. Like, a big thing is like, okay, a big reason people always talk about this LAN move, right, is that, oh, now the pros are here, we can create good content with them. In my opinion, the best content is not having like, oh, Leviathans versus viewers. Like, we go to the studio and play like an arena game with viewers. I feel like the content should be more insightful, you know, like go more in the background of people. You know, like back in the day, they did background videos with like, yeah, like Barracuda, Allied, rest in peace. Like, yo, Kevin, thank you so much for the fucking 20 gifted, man. Dude, you're such a fucking king. But if you've seen like UFC 297, they have like a build up, you know, before the games. They're like small documentaries about like the prep that goes in and like what's happening. Like, just build a story, build a storyline behind the teams, behind the players. Get people to watch the players and be like, hey, actually, I kind of like this person. I'm cheering for this guy. You know, get people invested into the esports scene. And then have an esports website that actually works. The Smite esports website has been broken for years. And this is one of the things where like, you get told every year, oh, we're working on it, it's gonna be good the next year, we're gonna fix it. We've been told this every year. It's never been fixed. And that's why for me, I'm used to hearing these things, that things might be good. And they might, like, you hear promising things, but then it doesn't get delivered, and then you're like, okay. And that's why I'm trying to be, I'm very optimistic in the fact that I think Smite 2 is good for the growth of Smite. I think that's the right direction, but I also not gonna believe too much in what I hear until I see it actually become a reality. Pros versus viewer games are the most artificial setting. Like, yeah, I don't get that. At least like the things that I would like watch is like, okay, if like SPL pros duel, that's kind of entertaining, right? Because it's like, but the thing is, the pros aren't really taking it that serious. But that's more entertaining because it's like, oh, you know, there's some sort of like competition. But when you're just like, oh yeah, we're just playing like against viewers and just, it's not like you're even playing with the viewers, you're playing against them. I don't know. I think there's so many different things you could use the time for players coming to the studios, and the time to make it hard for people who are interested in the game to keep up, never mind casuals. Yeah, I mean, this is at least how I see with other games, is that viewership spikes and interest spikes in games around a lot of esports events. For like League of Legends, whenever there's like a tournament going on, I don't play the game, but I want to watch. Like, if I catch it on, I'll watch a little bit. Same with Dota. Dude, I don't know what the fuck is going on. CS, like, the viewership always goes way up, and then my interest in the game also peaks, because I'm like, oh, actually, maybe I should try it. Like, I watch like some League, it makes me want to play it. And in these games, the esports is so important. Like, the esports is constantly being promoted. You go to like a League of Legends subreddit, you're gonna see like the top posts are gonna be the most recent games. Who played, what happened, was picked. Same with like Apex should be a casual game, right? But when they are holding, like, when they're playing tournaments, when they're playing scrims, like, the viewership is massively increased. And that's what makes people want to play. At least that's what I think attracts a lot of players, is the fact that there is a level of competition. And that's what, like, my worry has been with, you know, like the announcement of Smite 2 is there's no competition leading up to it, so like are people even wanna play Smite 1, and then when Smite 2 is coming out, will it garner enough interest for people to try it? But I do think a lot of people are gonna try it anyway, so. But I only started playing Season 2. Yeah, you know what got me into Smite was watching launch tournament. Like, well, not what got me, but that like got me like really hyped on Smite. I remember watching some tournament before launch as well. And it was always the esports that made me watch the game. I had no real interest in it until I watched some esports and I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool, you know, like I wonder what it's like. And I remember being like, damn, those pros must be so good, like I want to be like them one day. That's legit like how I thought. Like, I wish I can be like close to as good as them. Into the east side? Yeah, for sure. Mark thought to trick team with just to export the growth. Like I remember Barra/Jeff documented that kind of content was sick. Yeah, that was so good. So good. And that's the kind of content I think should be should have been getting like promoted. Also just a random pick as fuck. I don't know what's going on there. Game hunter pet dude, yeah. Playing it plus a newbie, you will just push. That's it. That guy for sure wanted to try and get that blink off. Might slowly been dying in order to make the map. I mean, I don't know. I think the esports scene has been horribly promoted. I think as a pro player, it's been like we've definitely been in very fortunate positions, you know. As I said, like being a player, it's been really nice, but I do think that the promotion of the esports scene has been terrible. Like, I think it could have been so much better, and you could have done so many things so much differently. And I've never really understood like why. Like it's not advanced concepts I'm talking basic things, just fundamentals, things that you don't have to be that creative to come up with. It's literally just watching what makes other esports or sports successful. Like what are they doing to promote their esport, their sport. How are they garnering their interest? Is it marketing Smite 2 hands no SPL? Yeah, I think so too. The thing is, I don't even think like, I don't know. I think just not having any fucking no esports at all in Smite 1 until Smite 2 is out. This doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't have to be like fucking massive, but like at least just keep the interest alive and keep people interested in the esports, keep people interested in the players, and then once it transitions to Smite 2, then it transitions to Smite 2. I don't know, does like do other esports do that? Did they just stop their esport and then just release it? Oh, wait. No. Oh, nice, okay. And like, I think that like worries me is like when I go on Twitter and then I see like Stu like already talking about like paladins too, like please man, just focus on fucking making sure Smite 2 is good, and then we can like start thinking about other stuff. Like just like I wanna see commitment to the game. I wanna see. I don't know. I don't like seeing like, I don't want it to be half-assed. If you want it to be successful, you have to fucking commit. Spell of finances. I mean, a spell surely has to. I mean, even if like, I don't know. Smite SPL has to bring in so much like traffic still for the game. As I said, if people just, I don't know, if all the spell streamers just stop streaming, there would just be nothing. I don't know what I want to build on this card actually. No exposure. Well, I guess fucking brawlers, dude. No way I'm going trans. Oh, I've not been paying attention at all to the game. I'm just walking around clearing camps and like trying to use my little brain to form a sentence here and there. Someone warrior on me. Full of Ravana. Hydras? Yeah, I'm gonna Hydras later on.
Moonlight, dispel the shadows.
I don't know, have I fucked my build path? I need to think. Wait, I want Hydras, I want Serrated, I need Heartseeker, I need Bloodforge. I actually have to turn this into Heartseeker, I think. Yeah. Heartseeker, Hydras, Serrated, Bloodforge. Yeah. Yeah, I fucked my build path. Don't finish Heartseeker, I'm finishing it. This guy's fucking broken, dude. Why did I play this? It was so much fun. Honestly, this is like the best design in so long. If the ult was better on this god would actually be so much fun to play. This is his worst ability is his ult. Sometimes it's his best, but rarely. Yeah, true. Release week was so broken. Yeah, it actually was. The discontinuation of SPL kind of shows full SPL was a money sink. As I said, if there's not gonna be an esports for like Smite 2, for example, the game will not exist. Like, it will not survive. No game will survive without an esports scene, and that's not really an argument in my opinion. That's just the way it is. But yeah, maybe I do think like Like, the thing I don't understand is okay. What the fuck? Wagon. This time I'll stay. I'm a little bit worried here. I didn't want to take it. Sometimes that fucking hitbox, like, I don't know, like the fucking hips on the character just like squirt through. I probably could have ran, to be honest. Oh. Close enough. No way, he's casting out. Every bottle. Actually, let me go Hydras. It's gonna. Well, they might be true. I highly doubt ever go back to a money league. I mean, a land league. No, I don't think they should go back to a land league. I don't think it ever really. I don't know. I don't think it ever really was the best decision, but I don't know. It's hard to say, like, obviously we had Mixer and shit, which I think of the Mixer a large, like, viewership decrease. Like, that was a massive viewership decrease, I'm pretty sure. But they needed the money, I'm pretty sure. I don't know. As I don't really mind the fact that it's not a land league anymore. I'm completely fine with that. And I don't really expect that to ever come back. And I don't really, unless Smite just becomes like fucking League of Legends massive, I don't really see a reason for it to come back. Yo, not Luke, thank you so much for Prime. What was last world's prize pool and SPL salaries? Okay, yeah, this is another thing. Dude, I don't even think... Is the SPL... Was world's prize pool even ever announced? There's a lot of stuff there behind the scenes, by the way. That people... I don't know, has anyone talked about it? Has anyone that's made a video on all of this talked about that? Like, am I allowed to say anything? No? Okay, then I guess I'm not allowed to speak on it. But, yeah, there's definitely... I don't know, I guess I shouldn't say anything then. I mean, I've got the price... I know the price pool. I mean, surely the price pool is... like, I can say the numbers now, but... Yeah, this...
An implement worthy of myself.
League doesn't really pay off pricing. Yeah, League is... People are literally getting $1 million contracts to play in their teams. Man, I wish I fucking League Pro. I could be a pro for a year and then fucking sit pina coladas on the beach for the rest of my life. That is the opposite, yeah. The big prize pools and no salaries. Honestly, hard to say, but I mean, I'd say it's probably better to have more of the money be allocated in prize pools to build hype. Like the reason I thought Smite won the first Worlds was so hype was because a fucking massive prize pool. Like Aegon is way more hype when there's so much money that people are playing for. I think most people would probably, like as a pro player, you'd probably prefer to be on a salary than you know, having like the, having like the possibility of barely making money or making like a lot. I don't know. I feel like this is probably something people will be very divided on. I just don't think it's ever gonna go back to being a salaried structure, so that's why I'm kind of hoping that whatever they do end up doing, right? Like that the prize pool is actually worth playing for. Because that's the thing, like if you're just playing for absolute scraps, then there's no point at all. Like there has to be at least some sort of incentive to want to win other than just like bragging rights. What was fallen hard? Yeah, I mean the price pool is getting smaller basically every year. Was that lower competition due to fair stable career and limited to pro streamers? I mean, I don't know. You can look at SEC this year, for example. You have 2 SEC teams making it to SPL. They're not on salaries. All they have is winnings, and they still manage to beat the 2 lower seeded SPL teams that have full access to 24/7 practice and every reason to really have grown. But then again, I do think that like it's been a pretty, I don't know, probably like the least strategic year in like Smite. I don't know. Like it's not like you can really play the map that well. Like in other seasons, like map play has been reduced so much. Wait, what? Well, still less than service spell players. I mean, you don't get anything for placing top 8. There's no money unless you make it to semis. Big something SPC was a spell thing. It can be John would have been better if Jungle was actually a good chunk rolling card. I mean, I think Jungle was completely fine. I don't know. People act like it's fucking trash. It's not. You have so much, like you can have like influence in a lot of different ways. But yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't the best role. I mean, mid was by far the best role for Worlds. It's not even. I don't even think anything was close to that. Cool. I mean, fucking cool, I'm 1 HP. What? Take the franchise was better and like to put the national in pros. I mean, I think the issue with the current model, yeah, is that you have to commit a lot to even become a pro, you know. And then you have to think about the fact like, okay, what if you do want to become a pro, but then you don't really have any roster that you're sure you want to play with? Because you have to think about the fact that you have to live with these people, you have to, you know, have people that you get along with, and also people that you believe are gonna have the possibility of, you know. winning at least, or at least not being fucking absolutely terrible. Even if you see us like a growing year. I mean, yeah, but jungle in ranked is fucking broken. Jungle in ranked is always broken because you can just farm and greed and like it's like a different game mode. So I don't really like playing. Like getting started ranked style jungle is, I don't know, almost bad for you. It forms a lot of bad habits for competitive. You just get to run around as a super boosted fucking character, whereas in competitive a lot of the time you're gonna be playing from behind. But in jungle I'm like almost always gonna be the same level as like their mid, or even ahead of their mid and like ADC. In competitive, good luck being ahead of the fucking mid. Like in competitive, it's just I'm just trying to stay close to my own mid laner. Orcs are a detriment? I don't think so at all. I think orcs were good. I think that there were some bad apples though. But I think most orcs were fine. Or even good for the game, you know, like promoting a lot of videos. Like, see, like Dignit has had a lot of videos like Energy, Pittsburgh Night. They're providing documentary style videos that Tyrus themselves aren't doing and have never done. Am I dead to fucking tornado after? I'm actually dead to the tornado after. Wait, my alt only... Did I only hit 2 beams? Like, how broken is this fucking other way? People can do it. Oh my god. It's a couple like level 20, 60 minutes, yeah. Orcs gonna get more money to players if done right. I mean, orcs will help provide sponsorships. Like, with orcs you got gear, you got equipment, you got like the possibility for boot camps, you know, you got like travel opportunities. Like, it opened up a lot of different things. The fact that there were bad orcs just meant that, I don't know, I think the bad orcs just needed to be able to be punished more or just removed. Fair enough, if an orc is bad and it's known, like, remove them from the scene, remove them from the league by all means. But say if 7 orcs are good and are helpful for the game and good for the game, is one orc just gonna make it so that no other orcs can be a part of it anymore? Based on basic data predictions. Obviously Smite have an initial oil like 200k per mace minimum. I'll take a second. I'm a bit wrong item. We need orcs. Yeah, I mean, I love the like I wanted to be a part of the like big orcs, you know. Like I remember thinking like C9 TSM, like wanting to be a part of these orcs was a massive thing for me back then. Like I didn't just want to be on a team, like I wanted to be in an org that was like That fucking knockup is coming through. Fuck, I thought I could keep going to the max range from alt. Didn't want to close the distance.
Baby, what a rush!
Also, massive and play very well, yeah. My best 11 or OSRS? I think 10. Maybe 11. Continue, so they don't have the same stuff. Yeah, that was a little bit weird if people expected a COVID number to continue. Yo, Helix, thanks so much for 10 months. And I guess it's G, renegade, yeah. Sanguine. I mean, I think that's a big statement.
Astounding performance.
Wait, why did he jump into them? What the fuck have I just watched? Did I have like 3.4k?
Elegant.
They're getting nothing to lose. They have definitely have a lot to lose. What? If they don't actually fucking have a good product, everything that they've built for Smite 2 will be a waste. I think people forget that the product actually needs to be good. Like if it's just done poorly in an attempt to, I don't know, become like a skin generator, then it's for sure not gonna. They probably just win the game here. I can't do anything on this god, like. I can't flank, I can't fuck it, because the fucking Yamorja as well. So I got a kill. I mean, I'm banning Kukulkan again. The god is brain dead. That's my 2 and now should be my 2. That was one of the problems I had, like with the world skins that were they wanted us to promote, was those skins aren't carrying over to Smite 2, so it felt really weird to promote something that's gonna be irrelevant in a few months' time. Like imagine if I like just spam promoted you guys to buy the Poseidon shit. And then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, you're not gonna be able to use that soon. It's a big reason why. I mean, that's why I didn't promote it. I didn't want to promote. That's kinda disingenuous to me. Like a money grab without disclosing it. They can maybe throw if they keep trying to siege. They really backed out. Can I take it back? This guy fucking sucks. I can't do anything late game. Open the gate, open the fucking door, open the door, please. I'm in cool game. Nice. Come on.
Profound feeling of regret is there's an unstoppable killer area. Astounding performance. Shut down. Commit left lane. Commit left lane. Don't drop.
The perks of divinity.
Alright, take care, Raging. Better game than skins? Yeah, I mean, I don't really care about skins, to be honest. If the game was released and it has no skins, I won't care, because I don't play the game because I like how the skins look. I play the game because I like the gameplay. The skins are like nice, but honestly, a lot of the time the skins are fucking just actually pay to win, and I hate that. I hate pay to win skins. And I hope it's something we're not gonna have in Smite 2. Like, I really hope they're gonna find a way to not do that. Honestly, I thought I was gonna steal that.
No evil will remain unseen.
Only play because of skins. Everyone knew Splatty was coming, can't wait for Dota 3, LoL 2, out 2, no king rules forever. People expect the same team to do 11 years work in like 2 years. But the most pay to win skins. I don't know, a lot of the chibi skins, all the anime skins are fucking broken as fuck. They probably just win off this. Where's my team, bro? Okay, nice. Nice 1k damage, bro. 1.2k one tornado. Bro, fucking stepped my toe into. Man, fucking block him. Use fucking your arms and legs. It's unwinnable with this god. I knew it was a bad idea to play this god in this kind of lobby. I need my team to like I'm moving back. Can he really jump in? Oh my god, it's so low. Replace Smite 1. Dude, this is the thing I hate with rank though, is like... If you play good gods, it feels like you're almost... Your odds of winning are like 80%. You play any bad god, your odds of winning are like 20%. When I play a bad god this game, I literally... there's no way I can carry this. I play any of the top gods, this game is probably just like over in like 10 minutes. I hate that. With 9% of games. I mean, it's so boring, like, dude, it's always like this, man. Just play broken gods, win, 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 win. Play bad god, lose.